Show him I can still rap though. Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if he won't take a lazy day. Wifey want me, told me take a break. I keep going to the paper street. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch? Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, or you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, or you matter what. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car till you tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault. I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, or you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, or you matter what. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Yeah, show him I can still rap though. Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich.
towards you, so you can't back out as far as you need to.
Yeah.
I've literally pulled back in and got back out of my car just to fuck with them.
I would have. Why not?
Dude,
Shit.
when I'm walking like that, man, I just go to the far side of that lane and I keep going. Like, yeah, you can pull the fuck out. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go right around that shit, no problem. But that's
the thing. I'm already pulling out, and this person's like trying to pull into the parking lot, and I'm just like, "What the fuck are you doing? You see me getting out? Like, I literally am looking like I'm getting out of there. I'm not even like. It's not like I moved out a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like the guy came in. I was like already like my whole car was already out, and he was all like, "Go, I'm about to go in." Like,
yo, come on, get the fuck out of there. My turn. And
yeah, like my turn.
Speaking of my turn, guys, we are live. It is our turn. It is our turn with the next podcast. It is our turn with the tactical
oh shit!
Small person carrier. Anyway, what is going on, chat? It is good to see you guys. We got to get into it. We got to get into the intros. I will let you know, K Mega will not be here tonight, guys. I don't know what's going on. If you guys know what's going on with him, I'm completely fresh out of what the hell's going on with people who are not on the show. But yeah, he will not be here tonight. But we do have my brother Predator. Predator is here. Pred, what is up, bro?
I'm over here looking on Amazon for baby carriers.
Yeah. you gotta cut the hole out, though.
He's getting ready for Halloween tomorrow. Next year.
Next year.
You gotta cut the hole out. Right, you gotta cut the hole out.
$154 for the tactical baby carrier.
$150?
You can get black and desert tan and coyote brown.
Coyote brown, dude. You gotta get coyote brown.
I'd go black. I would definitely go black.
Nah, you gotta get some obscure
Alice
color.
loops on it too. Holy shit! This is like
they have a rainbow color. You should get that, dude.
Wow.
Why not?
No.
Olive drab.
Yeah. All right. Okay, while Pred's shopping, the other man from the West Coast who is also shopping for something tactical. It is Dark Optimus. Yo, Dark, what is up, brother?
Yeah, I'm shopping for your son so he can carry you in that baby carrier.
Oh my goodness, that's what we call conversation. Guys, I have a really, really good picture of Taylor Swift that artificial intelligence made. May I send that to you?
May you send that to who? Me?
You.
I'm telling Travis Kelce.
You and Fred.
just put it in the DM, man.
Put it in the DM. I'm gonna
do whatever you gotta do.
I'm gonna slide that picture into the DM, people. That's what I'm gonna do.
Slide in the DM.
Yeah, slide right into the DM.
Yo, because he said it that way, I gotta do that now. But guys, we have a show. We have topics. We have things to discuss. It has been a crazy year. It has been a crazy year when it comes to gaming. And we've seen so many awesome games drop, and then so many things on the business side. We saw acquisition of ABK, and now we're seeing some craziness when it comes to Bungie and Destiny 2 as well, which is one of the biggest games out there. There is a group called Embracer though. Now, for people who don't know, this company, I believe they're from Holland. I want to say Holland.
Holland.
I don't think so. I don't think that's Holland. The Netherlands.
They're Netherlands.
Denmark.
I thought they were from Denmark.
Okay, very similar though. Different, but still the same. Let's be honest. But this group has bought up so many.
Actually, they are from Sweden.
Where's that?
To me, you're just saying the same name 3 different ways. That's all.
Well, I mean, that's the thing that they're more Nordic than they are Dutch. So there's a difference between.
You still lost him.
Hey,
I know. He's not cultured.
Go with what
I know
Optimus
he's not
says.
cultured. He just
go with what Optimus says because I have
that Connecticut education system at work.
I know that's the Connecticut. They failed you, dude. You should sue them.
You
should sue them. They failed you,
dude. I think you
I was about to. I was about to, but
small Asian.
But no.
Small Asian woman.
Tiny foot Asian woman.
Stop. You stop it right now, sir.
We're dropping so many like comments about shit we've talked about before the show started. Everybody's like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?"
What is going on?
I still think it's entertaining though. I'd be laughing right now, and I have no idea why if I was on the other side. But yeah, no, Embracer, bought up a bunch of studios. Dude, I do not know offhand how many development studios they have, but it is an absolute shit ton. But it seems like they might have over purchased because Embracer,
dude, it is a lot.
Yes, dude, I can't even the first thing that comes to mind is THQ. Like that's the first thing for some reason. I don't know why. But
I wouldn't even want to even attempt to name them all.
Dude, that would be the show. That would be the show.
It.
We would have to do outros right afterwards. But it seems that they over-purchased. A lot of people, when we're watching what they were doing and how they were scooping up all these studios and stuff, I was wondering, what their plan was. I know a lot of people thought maybe they were going to start a subscription service themselves with all these developers. But it seems that they just pretty much over-purchased. And now, this coming year, the rumors are saying, and I think the rumors are more, you're getting more and more kind of solid. They're getting more and more solidified that they will be looking to sell off studios in 2024. Now, a lot of people are looking at this and they're saying, wow, this is the perfect time for, Xbox, Microsoft, Sony, PlayStation to kind of get involved here and kind of fill out, whatever holes they might be missing in their first party and pick up some studios. I know a lot of people are talking on the Xbox side with Crystal Dynamic and I believe Eidos as well is the other one.
Yeah.
That they're talking about, Xbox really needs to kind of move on those and kind of make an offer there. Now, I got to ask you guys. Now, first off, let me go to Pred first on this one. Pred, I got to ask you, because we saw this process going through, right? Because anytime people were talking about Monopoly and stuff with the whole ABK and how Xbox bought ZeniMax as well, and then people were talking, and everybody just pointed over to Embracer. And it's like, damn, look at them though. They're sitting on a pile of studios, dude. Did you see this coming? Is this what you thought was going to happen at some point with Embracer? And then what do you think about Xbox, Sony getting involved? Are there any studios Embracer has that you think they should grab there or try?
I don't even know what they have. I have to look and see what they have.
Man, I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up and try to share it.
They have Gearbox, they have Saber Interactive, Crystal Dynamics, THQ Nordic.
Oh yeah, you can stop there. I mean,
yeah.
All of those.
Limited Run Games.
All of those.
Square Enix Montreal. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously some studios there they could acquire. But I think the problem is if you don't have the financial backing for all of those, like Microsoft obviously does, but that's probably what they ran into. We have all these studios, but we're not producing enough games to making money for us to keep them all, and they probably have a bunch of stuff that is sitting stagnant that they've not utilized either. So if they're not putting out games, they're not making money, and you just have a bunch of employees for no fucking reason. So if they're not working on anything, get rid of the studio, move on, and let somebody else take it over. So I mean, and we talked about this when we were talking about subscription services before too. It's you can have a bunch of games, but if under that umbrella, like a Ubisoft,
oh shit, they own 4A games. They own the people that make Metro. Oh fuck.
So if you're not able to produce enough content with all that up under your umbrella, what do you have it for? So it doesn't surprise me that they're selling some stuff off, but what was the last game they had?
Saints Row.
Okay, and that was like what, last year?
Yeah, but it was horrible as well.
Yeah, trying to see their games. I don't remember what else they came out with before that, but if that's the last game they came out with, and they have all those other franchises under their belt, they should be cranking out a game a year.
At least,
yeah. But if they're not doing that, then that's their fault. I mean, so I can understand why they would want to sell now.
It makes you wonder what they were thinking when they started scooping up all these studios, right?
Well, maybe their plans changed. Initially, maybe they were going to do something, and then shit happens. COVID happened. And they kind of just fell behind on some things, and next thing you know, they're 3 years down the pipe, and they haven't put anything out substantial. So it happens.
He said pipe.
Baby carrier.
I don't know. It's, man, they got a lot of studios that make games a lot of people like. Yo, I will say that. Oh my goodness, yo, Dark. What do you think about this whole situation? Is this something you saw coming, man?
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. Embracer Group has been known to sell off their subsidiaries. They've been known to do that. I'm just surprised that they haven't done it already, to be honest. It's surprising that it took them this long to kind of do that. I mean, it's not like they were doing anything special with any of these games, like they weren't really like I mean, what was the last game that they did? They did what? Was Evil Dead the game? Was that this year? That come out this year?
The last one they did?
I'm trying to find the last one that they did.
I think it might have been. Was it this year? I don't remember.
Game.
Dude, why you got me?
Well, I mean, but it's not really them that did it. I mean, it's Saber Interactive, probably I think. Well, let's see, the Evil Dead game. The game. That was last year.
I remember that.
Really?
I think Pred was right, and it was Saints Row. So that was their last game that they came out with, and
excuse me, sir. I said Saints Row.
Very good.
Stop giving.
Oh, you said sorry.
Don't do that.
Just give me the credit anyway. It's fine.
I know, right? Like Pred's been through enough. Dude. Come on, man. Let him have one.
From what he was saying off air, like he's been through a couple really good times as well. So I'm just it seems to even out. Okay.
You don't deserve any credit for anything.
I don't
Okay.
I don't deserve anything.
You don't at all. No, but yeah, I think what they're doing, I mean, it makes sense. Actually, it might have been SpongeBob was the last one that they did.
Oh shit.
We're not looking that up. Fuck it.
But it's crazy because like they have so many studios, right? But we don't know like everything that they own. But then we also don't know like all the games that they've made. So it's like now I think if they sell a lot of these games off, or they sell a lot of these studios off, I mean, we're gonna know who owns them, right? Like we I mean, you didn't even know they own 4A games, dude. You didn't even know that.
I did not.
You know,
it's like stealth. They do it in a stealth way. Like
they do.
It's like 11:30 at night. Like nobody's
yeah. So like at midnight we're buying this studio. You know, it's like okay, when everybody's asleep and like. I feel like that's what they've been doing for a while now. They've just been eating up all these studios just to, for whatever reason, just to sell them off, or just to think maybe they thought that they were going to make a staple in the gaming industry, and they realized it's too expensive and they can't do it, so they're selling these studios
they didn't really
off.
do anything. Like
I know they really didn't do anything.
So
they were just they were just a company that owned them. They were just that, you know.
Maybe that was their plan. Like they'll buy them, be like, yeah, just do what you do, and they're just gonna rake in the money. I guess that's a weird plan, though.
I mean, that's I think that's what their plan was throughout the entirety of them picking up these studios.
The gaming industry is so hit or miss with each game. You know what I'm saying? Look at CD Projekt Red. Look at what they went through when Cyberpunk dropped. Like before that, they were like upper echelon, top pedestal, and when it came to
see, I think
a lot of people were saying that shit.
People put them on that pedestal, and they shouldn't have, because I love CD Projekt Red, but I know the mistakes that they made with The Witcher 3, and I know the mistakes that they made with The Witcher 2, and even with Witcher 1. Like those games are, to me, they're in the top echelon of gaming, but they had a ton of bugs and a ton of problems when they first came out, and I knew Cyberpunk 2077 was going to come out. I knew it was going to come out buggy. Bad. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, right?
Yeah.
And people should have never put them in that top tier echelon company, you know? Like, as much as I love that company, they should have never put them there.
But I mean, you're kind of proving my point, though. They put them there, and look how quickly it changed. You know what I'm saying? But
now people are going to be looking at them side eye, like their next game. Like, are they gonna step it up or not?
Yeah, so like that model right there of just buying that, like that, to me, it's like you're gambling at the casino, man. Not even, you're gambling on the streets, man. Like not even regulated, like. But so Dark.
They're literally playing hide the lady, dude. That's what they're playing on the street.
Well,
because you never know when they're gonna buy a new studio. Thing you never know. Okay, where's the lady now? Oh, she's over here in some other studio. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, that 4A got me. Because that
I know, you're like I had no idea.
Yeah.
When you said it, I was like, I didn't even have any idea that they even at all.
No. But Dark, with this being said, though, all right, you got people talking about Xbox with IDOS and Crystal Dynamic. I gotta ask you, do you feel like that? I know Crystal Dynamic, they're working on Perfect Dark, right? I believe.
Crystal Dynamic, yes, they have a hand in the development of.
I think it's more than a hand, but anyway, so people are saying
they're developing
that Xbox should go and kind of open up that dialogue and try to acquire those. I got to ask you what you think about that. Then I got to ask you, which studios do you think PlayStation should go after, man?
If Xbox goes after Crystal Dynamics, that's probably a smart thing, is because if they'll own the Tomb Raider IP at that point. So that'll be a good thing.
And then they'll only make one Indiana Jones game, and that's it. Because then they'll just make Tomb Raider.
I don't know.
I swear.
I don't know if Machine Games really pulls it off with Indiana Jones, which we talked about, I think, on GRG like a couple weeks ago. We talked about that, and I think if Machine Games can really pull off the Indiana Jones game with the way that the kind of the movies have kind of, you know, decimated the franchise, then Indiana Jones will be back in the spotlight, right? But if they don't pull it off, then yeah, we're not going to see an Indiana Jones ever again. But I think them getting Crystal Dynamics is good. Adios Montreal. If Xbox gets them, they better make a Deus Ex.
Thank you. Yes.
If they don't, then what was the point of buying them?
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
If they get them, that's the thing. Now, on the PlayStation side, I think PlayStation should buy Adios Montreal because I think they would actually make an actual Deus Ex game. I think they would. I don't. What was the other one that they're selling off? They're not selling off all of their subsidiaries. They're selling off just a few, right?
I mean,
or are they selling them all off?
I wouldn't say they're.
I mean, we might as well just say they're probably going to sell them all off.
I would say what they have is probably on the table to an extent, if that's what they're going to do. If they're going to start.
But that's the thing. Their subsidiaries have internal studios as well. So it's like they own a ton of studios. So I think if PlayStation is able to get some of those, then I think that's going to be good. But I also think, Xbox getting some of that stuff is going to be good as well. I think as long as we have, a good God, I've lost my train of thought. Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. How about this, man? How about this? Which one of these two companies needs it more, though?
PlayStation.
Yes, definitely. Because let's be honest, Xbox, they've been shopping. They've been shopping already. They have,
and they don't really need to,
No, they already have the most first party studios out of any.
Square doesn't own Crystal Dynamics anymore, Sean. They used to, yes, but they sold them off to Embracer Group.
Yes. Embracer's like, yeah, no, we'll take. That's what. Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing is that Embracer, I think, even has a Square Enix Montreal. I think they own them. Embracer does.
I believe so. I believe so. But yeah, that's when Square decided that they were going to cut off all their kind of westernized studios. And man, I gotta ask you, Pred, who needs some deals from Embracer more at this point?
I would probably say Sony, just because they not saying they got to catch up. They don't have to respond. And to be honest with you, it doesn't have to be Microsoft or Sony. It could be another company that picks these up. It could be EA. It could be, I don't think Ubisoft's going to do anything. But if you're just talking about,
great point.
I mean, because they're trying to build their portfolio. Some of those places have they have I was supposed to say games as service. They have Game Pass type services as well. So they might want to add some stuff to their portfolio as well. So, but on the surface, I want to say Sony, but as I say that, it could be anybody that's just trying to add to their online portfolio. Because isn't Netflix getting into gaming here soon? Gaming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've been in gaming.
They've been in it, but it's not. If they're trying to add, and you see someone selling, and Microsoft just skin into they just got ABK. They may be looking at something else completely, totally different than that. So, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody else got them. But I mean, picked up some of these games. But Sony would be the first answer to me, and then go from there.
I like that you brought in, because I didn't even think about the whole the other publishers out there that could could scoop up.
I will say this, though, Bot. I will say this. I'd rather have the big three buy these companies than have Netflix or anybody else, like Amazon or anybody else buy these damn companies.
Yeah, because they at least will do something with them.
Exactly. Like Amazon, I think. No, who was it? It was Netflix. They bought the people who made Oxenfree, and I was all like, "Really? Like why?
You're like, why?
Like why?
Why'd you do that?
What are you gonna do with that?
and plus, like people aren't gonna play. Like the majority of people aren't gonna play games on Netflix. Like if they are, they're gonna play them maybe mostly, but who wants to sit on their TV and play, a Netflix game? No one's gonna want to do that.
Well,
unless they decide to come out with a controller or something like that. Because I think at this moment you can only play with like your remote or whatever. Who wants to do that? No one wants to fucking do that. Like that's just no.
We got to see. These companies they feel like there's something in there when it comes to subscriptions and games. So maybe they'll.
Netflix is just doing this because Phil Spencer said we want to be the Netflix of gaming. That's the only reason why they're doing this.
Netflix of gaming.
Yeah, they're acting like a little child and being like, no, we should be the ones to be the Netflix of gaming. Like, come on, man.
Well, all right, so let's move off of Embracer for now. It's going to be interesting to see kind of like what happens, but again, everything is pointing to 2024 in terms of getting any bit of news when it comes to that. So, let's go over to PlayStation real quick because we know what was it? I believe it was about a little over a year ago, maybe two, when PlayStation announced that they were making 12 games as a service that are gonna be released by 2026. Which is, everybody kind of was scratching their head on why they were doing this. I felt like, they do definitely have to broaden their portfolio on their first party because it seems like their first party just makes all the same type of game. Of course, except for, Polyphony. They make racing. But, that action adventure, third person, all that good stuff, that Sony blueprint for a game. So I thought games as a service would be a good thing. 12 by 2026, I thought that was a lot. Now, it seems that they are kind of reeling that back a little bit, and they are guaranteeing 6 games that are games as a service by March 2026. So instead of 12, they have cut it in half to 6. Now, Dark, I gotta ask you, do you think this is the result of PlayStation kind of doing a 180 from what Jim Ryan was kind of putting in place and kind of projecting as the future of the PlayStation platform? Or do you think it's more or less maybe they were having issues with the other 6 games? They felt like there might have been problems with development or something like that. Where do you think this kind of like cutting the size of the amount of games here in half, where do you think that stems from when it comes to PlayStation?
Living in realism, living realistically. I was like, there's no way they're going to be able to do 12 games in what, 4 or 5 years, somewhere around there. It was
like that,
when they announced them.
I thought it was.
I was like, there's no.
Damn.
I was like, there's no way they're going to be able to do that. I think we even talked about it. I think we even said like the games probably are either going to be really shitty or they're going to be delayed so much that you're not going to get the 12 in time. So this clearly shows that they probably were like, oh yeah, we need to scale back a little bit because we kind of made too much of a leap trying to jump ahead of ourselves here. I think that they're going to probably by 2026 we'll probably only see maybe 1 or 2 of those games. I wouldn't even doubt it, dude. To be honest, like I don't think we're gonna see 6 of those games. I think that's even still a little too high because me and Pred,
2.5
Pred and I talked about it before the show, and like Pred was saying, he was saying that these games are gonna get delayed. Like almost guaranteed, and that's Sony's formula, right? Is delay games until they're ready, polished, and ready to go out the door. Granted, some of them have kind of not gotten that same love. But
Dark, hold on. Did you just say that's Sony's formula to delay and to polish until the game is done? Is that? See, I feel
that's their typical polish.
I feel that their formula is giving people an unrealistic release date at the beginning.
Yeah.
They know it's not coming out then, but they're saying that just to delay
to give
it
people
until it's done. Exactly.
Well, just to give people hope that we're going to see this game.
See, you made them sound like hardworking, very nice people. They're just gonna keep delaying.
Well, they are.
Ready.
There are people there that are hardworking people. That's at every company.
They're not the ones making those decisions, though.
Well, no, they're not the ones that are making those decisions. But I think even some of those companies were probably like 2026. Yeah, not going to happen. And I think they're even like I think they've delayed some of them already. Like I think they delayed. Fair Games. I think they also delayed what's the other one that's supposed to come out? It's not Cocoon, it's like what is it? Everybody calls it the hamburger.
Everybody I don't even have any idea what you're talking about.
Because they kind of showed like Starfield, how they showed a sandwich. This one showed a hamburger instead.
Bug snacks.
No, it wasn't bug snacks.
Is it a game as a service?
Yeah, it's a game as a service type of game. Yeah. God, what is it called? See, it was so insignificant that I don't even remember the name of it. But I think that I think that they were already in over their head in the first place when they announced that they were going to do 12 games. I think even this is complete and utter crap too. I don't think they're going to have 6 games. Like I said, there'll probably be maybe 2 before 2026. I don't think there's going to be like 6 of them. unless they come out and they're just like complete and utter shit, and then when they start giving more content to it, they become better. Maybe I'm not sure, but I feel like with games as a service games now, you have to come out guns blazing. You can't come out with a crappy type of game like that. I mean, look at Avengers when that came out. That didn't do anything for people, and
No.
I mean, the biggest games as a service games right now are what? Fortnite, Call of Duty. I would probably even put Halo in there. What else is there? I mean, yes, granted, there are people still playing like the Division 2 and stuff like that, but you don't really hear much about those games anymore. So it's just I never really understood why they were going in that direction, but I also from a gamer's perspective, I don't understand where they're going with that direction, but from a business side, I do understand it, because garners them more revenue and stuff. I just don't like it.
Well, I mean, not for anything. I know people have made fun of like how many games have sold when it comes to certain first party. When you look at like how many consoles are out there and stuff like that, I mean, they're looking to make money, you know?
Yeah.
And if
well, it's
only
because
a certain percentage is going in and spending, they're looking at like there's a whole pool of revenue there that they're not getting into, even with the first party that they're coming out with.
Well, yeah, because they saw that people that were mostly playing on their console were playing games that are basically a service.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that's why they're like, oh, we should probably get into that.
I think they're kind of late to the party, honestly.
Oh yeah, at this point, anybody who's getting into that type of model of gaming, you're way too late to the party.
See, I feel like when they said 12, I think it was them trying to catch up real quick and kind of then go past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
oh, absolutely, yeah.
I feel like they are doing a 180 from what Jim Ryan was setting up. Is what they're doing.
Oh yeah. I mean Jim Ryan totally wasn't everybody knows Jim Ryan wasn't the fit for PlayStation.
He doesn't make any decisions now either, by the way.
Yeah,
like people are like, "Oh, he's leaving in March." Like as soon as they announced that, somebody came in and like he doesn't make any of those decisions anymore. He's like no longer doing anything like that for them.
He probably doesn't even have an office in the PlayStation headquarters. He's probably already thrown out. Like he probably doesn't even go to work anymore.
No,
he probably just sips Mai Tais on his yacht or whatever. You know, he just that guy is so rich. It's not even funny, dude. It probably didn't even faze him that he was not going to be a part of PlayStation anymore.
Hello?
Yeah, we're here. You not hear us?
I didn't hear Dark.
Oh. Well, it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
So, do you hear me now?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right. Do you hear me now? Good.
Do you hear me now? No, absolutely not.
All right. So, Pred, we got Sony kind of cutting their games as a service in half now. So now they're guaranteeing, they're saying 6 by March 2026. I got to ask you, where did this decision come from? In your thoughts, in your mind, like where do you think this came from? Why they're doing this? And do you feel like, Dark, that they're probably going to trim it down even more before we get to that date?
Are you asking Dark another question? Or you want me to answer that first?
I said Pred.
Oh, okay.
No, because Pred said that before I did, anyways.
Yeah, he stole my thunder a little bit there, but
oh, look at that!
It's okay. It's all right. We're gonna get to that anyway.
I did credit you. I credited you. Gosh,
thanks,
man.
Boo. Well, a couple of things like Dark was alluding to, like they don't have any leadership right now. So why would you have someone? We talked about this. I could have swore we had this conversation before. They're not going to make any major decisions until they hire somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to have somebody come in there with Jim Ryan.
But they made a major decision right there by cutting how many they said in half. That's a major decision.
Because they weren't ready. There's probably no way they're going to. Okay, think about the timeline when it takes to make a game. Maybe initially under Jim's rule they said 12, but now they don't have leadership, and you're going to want that leadership in there to make a decision on what games come out when they come out. So they're not ready, and that's why they probably made the decision, because they don't have anybody there in the spot to start pushing those games through. And the ones that are probably further along are the ones they're going to bring out first. And there's something else too. Like a lot of people don't think about this when they talk about what games are coming out. Some of those could be VR games. You know, we tend to forget that they have that as well. Like they're not just talking about. They could just be talking about all the games they have coming out, and maybe a few of those are only compatible to you, that only plays on your console. So if you're thinking like all these are going to be console games, like they still have a VR system to support too, which I haven't heard about anymore. But they still have to support that system as well. So these could just be. I mean, like I could imagine a good game as a service VR game because there isn't one. I don't think. I mean that'd be a good way to make money right there.
Yeah, be the first in that space.
Yeah, and it could be if it's a really good game. Because I mean, imagine I don't play VR, but like I don't know if there's enough games out there that would keep someone occupied constantly after you finish it. You know, especially the way they make games. The way they make games are the single player games that are one and dones, right? Maybe another playthrough if you're into that kind of thing. But like, I don't know if their VR system side is like that. Are they? I mean, someone in chat can answer me. But like, are those games? It's like, okay, it's fun, it's a good experience, but I'm going to put it down and never pick it up again. Or is it something you're playing every day? And if they had a game as a service like that, where you had online and something like that, and you had people jumping into forums and not forums, but into rooms, and you guys are playing consistently and doing stuff together all the time. I'm sure there's games like that out there, but are they any good? Is it something that like is it like a Destiny where you got to get gear and stuff like that, and build up your character? I don't think they have those on the VR space. So, I mean, the expensive as that system is, there has to be something else to draw you in than just some 1 hour long, 2 hour long experiences. So, I mean, that could be part of the 12 they're talking about, something like that. I mean, I don't 100% think that's gonna be the case, but I could see them why they would tailor it back, because a lot of those games, like Sony typically does, we're gonna announce something super early to get you hyped up and be like, oh yeah, because I mean, when did that announcement come out? Was it right after the ABK deal? Or shortly after when they said that?
Last year sometime, wasn't it?
I'm talking about making 12 games or whatever. Was it last year?
I think so.
I think it was early last year. That's why it feels like
it was around E3. It was around the time of the announcement, I believe, or something like that.
Actually, you know what? It might have been this year at E3. They might have.
I want to say it was this year, but it sounds like it was more current than that. But I mean, if you're trying to stay relevant, you ain't got nothing coming out. You want somebody to talk about your system, you start making announcements like this to keep people occupied, to build up the buzz. Oh, we got all these games coming out because Microsoft's getting ABK, so we need to chill that buzz down and get our people excited about something too. Let's tell them we're coming out with 12 games, and then now it's only 6. And maybe it was never really 12 in the fucking first place, So,
dude, like I was saying, Sony loves I swear they
love the setup.
They they set shit up all the time, and then they're like, oh fuck.
Look, this game's coming out in Christmas of next year, and the next it's 4 years later.
Yeah.
When have we seen that happen?
Uncharted.
We've seen it all the time. I mean,
Uncharted was the biggest one. Uncharted 4 was crazy.
We saw with God of War as well.
Spider-Man, I think the original one did it. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we're used to all these games never coming out in time anyway. But like, stop lying to us. Like, we know it's not coming out when you announce it. As soon as we see that shit on E3, now they got to the point now they don't even put it's the holiday 2024, and it ends up being like 2 years later. So it's like we're smarter than that at this point. I think they know that, but they still do it sometimes. But what was the other question you had about that? You didn't write it down, did you?
No,
you didn't write it down.
I don't write any of that shit down. I don't write anything down, yo.
It was something about Jim Ryan, though. I know that.
About him calling her shots or something?
No.
Still?
No,
there was
about that.
something different from that.
Was he on his yacht?
Absolutely.
His yacht. I don't know. Let's you guys want to move on to the last topic then?
We can move on.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because guys, I am hyped. I am so pumped. They finally came out and said GTA 6. Rockstar finally came out and said it. Not only that, they said we are getting a trailer in early December. Guys, when's the Video Game Awards? It's like December 6th or something.
December 6th, I think, this year, yeah.
Huh, that's early December as well. Weird. How that...
They usually do it on like a Thursday.
I have a feeling that's where we're gonna see this. But guys, it's coming. It's coming. I will let you know. I think it's coming out next year. Holidays. 2024 in the holidays it's coming out. I cannot wait. I gotta ask you guys. What do you want from the next GTA? And then I gotta ask you guys, when do you think it's coming out? So, with that being said, Pred, dude, they have guns, violence. Man, this is right up your alley, bro. Are you down? GTA 6. What do you want from GTA 6?
I'll play it. I'll play it a little bit. What I would like is it for it to not last fucking 10 years. Let's start with that. Where it's on the top 10 every fucking year for the next 10 years because people won't stop playing it,
bro. It's gonna happen again.
And I'm curious. I'll be curious to see how people who are playing 5, if they're going to migrate over to 6 like that, like they did in Dro. Like if they're going to continue to stay with 5, they're going to go to 6. And if anything carries over, because people have spent a lot of money in that game.
Oh yeah, they did.
Building up your character. So, and is it going to be in Game Pass? No, let me stop because I know that's going to be the next thing. So, yeah, I mean, like I'm not big into the GTA Online and stuff like that, but I think that's where they're going to obviously make their bread and butter. So that has to be on point. And I hope it launches at the same time. I hope they don't do like a split launch, like we've seen sometimes. Like this will be out in a month, type deal. I know Halo did it. I think another game did it too. I think Red Dead did it, didn't it? You had to beat the whole game first or some shit.
For what?
For Red Dead, before you get to the online. Or was it after? I think you had to beat the whole game first.
I think that was only for 2.
2, yeah. So I mean, I know the story's going to be great. I know the game's going to be great. I mean, you can go ahead and plug that in. Whenever it comes out, it's going to be a Game of the Year nominee. We all know that. It's probably going to sell like crazy. Hope they do a custom console for it. But I mean, it's just more GTA. I just want the story to be really good and the online to for the people who've played a lot of it. I really hope that some of their shit carries over into this game. Like a one-time transfer thing, because I know some people will stick with 5 and just keep transferring shit over to 6. But I know a lot of people play that game, and so for them to have to start all over from scratch, I think they may either lose some people or they may stick with 5 for a while until they get further along in 6. So it's like, when are they going to cut the servers off for 5?
Yeah, that's what they're going to have to do. No, I think
yeah,
either that or find a way to have like if GTA 6, I believe they're gonna have like online in that area as well. You know what I'm saying? Where they are in GTA 6 on that map, like exactly like what they did with 5. If they make it where you fly back and forth or something like that, where I agree with you. You should be able to keep your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's real money right there. But
yeah.
NBA 2K, they don't care about your real money either, though, bro. I'm just saying. So it's gonna be interesting. I think you should be able to keep your shit though. So when do you think it's gonna come out, man?
I think the last one came out in November, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna stick with November again. I wouldn't be surprised because if it comes out next year, they're gonna want it to be in the Game of the Year nominee area. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came out in the spring either. To be honest with you, like if because they've been working on
GTA 5 came out. GTA 5 came out and September 17th, 2013.
So
2013. Holy shit.
I mean, I think the game has been done personally, and they just been tweaking it because they didn't need to rush it out. They could have probably put that game out a year and a half ago, and it's did fixes on it throughout. But I think they probably are trying to perfect it as much as they possibly could because they didn't have any incentive to stop doing stuff for 5. Because didn't they have like some DLC or something shit like that, like last year or something like that? It's like
for online, yeah, they have like DLC like every couple months for the online.
Yeah, so like I mean, I would not be surprised if if it comes out early, I don't know, April, or maybe even like uh, um, a beta or something like that, late spring or something, to see, how it plays, and like for the online portion of it, so full release, so I can see like September-ish time frame. Definitely get people into it and get some buzz for it before the Game Awards and all the other shows come out. So I'll go with September again, maybe like the same day, it's an anniversary thing.
That'd be cool. Be 10-year anniversary drop.
10-year anniversary, yeah.
But man, yeah, I definitely agree on the September area. Anything within the holiday, because they're gonna want people going crazy trying to get this game for whoever they're getting it for. But all right, Dark, man, GTA 6 is finally on its way. They're ready to talk about it, dude. What do you want? I'm kind of excited about the whole Bonnie and Clyde type situation. I was gonna ask Pred if he was gonna play as the guy or the girl, because the girl, we saw the early gameplay. Real quick, Pred, you're gonna play as the guy or the girl?
Probably the guy.
Guy, all right.
Yeah,
So,
probably the guy.
Dark, what do you want, Dark, from GTA 6?
I want it to be better than GTA 5.
Ooh, you're a hater, man. Oh,
It's not that I hate GTA 5. It's just that I don't really hate it. I just don't like some of the like they kind of took like what I loved about GTA San Andreas and made it into this like Hollywood type of production kind of thing. And it just I don't know. I thought the only character that had any interesting qualities to him was Trevor, and that was it. Like he's the only interesting one. He's the only interesting one though. Like Michael was just a has-been bank robber, and Franklin was just
but a good one though. He was a good one though.
Franklin was just a stereotype. That's what they tried to do with that one. Just made him into this stereotype type of character, and it was just like, okay, I get it because they're trying to make it kind of very Hollywood. I think I'll like this one more only because of the simple fact that they're going back to Vice City, which is, in my opinion, probably one of the best, if not the best, cities that they've made from for a GTA game.
The best Grand Theft Auto is Vice City. Thank you very much.
I will. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Vice City is absolutely fantastic. So I am excited for it. I do like the whole fact of Bonnie and Clyde kind of thing. That's kind of an interesting take that they're going with that, because I mean, let's be honest. I mean, like, people were upset about it because they were like, women, would a woman be doing all this stuff? Like, do you know how many women out there have killed people? Like, do you know how many people?
I know. I watched Investigative Discovery.
Some crappy shit. Yeah, dude. I've watched ID. I've watched whatever.
This is crazy.
I know, dude. I'm telling you, man. I've seen some of that stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, that stuff has actually existed. It's real, people. Hello. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm glad that they were finally getting a new GTA, because GTA 5 was outplayed. I think almost it's been out for 10 years.
And they never came out with story DLC. That's what so many people wanted.
That's the problem, dude. I hope, and I doubt that it'll happen, but I hope GTA 6 has story DLC, but I doubt it'll happen. Because I think GTA 4 having that story, honestly, I think that the GTA 4's, a lot of their story DLCs were better than the actual game itself. Like Lost in the Damned was really good, and then Ballad of Gay Tony was that one was fun, dude. That one was just fun. But yeah, I think they need to. I know that they're going to focus more on probably online, which is going to suck. But hopefully, we get a beefy story this time around, because I felt like GTA 5's story was kind of cut short, and I feel like if they're gonna try to keep the gamer, like the ones who don't really play online that much, engaged in the game, I think to come out with something that's gonna keep people engaged in it for longer than a couple weeks or so. And I'm just speaking from the single player aspect of it, not the online aspect of it, because the online aspect of it is going to last for probably eons, whatever. But just from that single player perspective, I think they need to flesh it out a lot more, and maybe even make it kind of like, kind of like Witcher-esque in terms of story side quests kind of content, which will be interesting if they can do that,
especially with the Bonnie and Clyde scenario.
Plus, I want to be able to rob banks this time around. I know you can rob banks in GTA 5, but I want to be able to have more control over doing it, than just basically throwing it at me, in a way. I feel like I want to more intricate in planning and casing the joint, and then going in and doing all that stuff. And I know that's probably not going to happen, but that's kind of,
want to be able to do that in the world and not have a scripted, hey, you gotta rob this place over here, this
right
way.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, dude, I'm down. I'm down with what you're saying. I would really, really like that. Now, when it comes to a release date, sir, I believe me and Pred saying 2024 here. I think Pred leaned back into the holiday season. You went back into September. What are your thoughts here on when this game is going to actually drop?
Well, I started thinking about it, when they announced GTA 5, that came out the year after, right? They announced it, and then after they showed the trailer or whatever, it was a year after that I
think so. They came out. Yeah, it wasn't
close, right? It was close. It wasn't exactly a year, but it was
I wasn't waiting around
year.
Forever,
right?
Before it dropped,
right. So, and that's the same thing that they did with RDR2, Red Dead Redemption 2. They did the same thing. They threw out the trailer, and then they were like, okay, we're releasing, what was it, November or October that following year. So I don't think we'll get a release date with this trailer, but I think we'll get definitely a good amount of what we're going to be able to do in the game. And I would probably say they like to come out around the holiday season, kind of. So I would say probably September, October, or somewhere around there.
So I think we're unanimous on that then.
It's definitely going to be a holiday. I don't think honestly at this point, I don't think they're ever game during the summer again, like they did with Red Dead Redemption, even Max Payne 3. I think with.
Yeah, Matt.
What is the collector's edition going to look like?
Oh, dude, the collector's edition? I don't know. Because have they even done collector's editions? I don't even remember them doing for GTA 5. Did they do one for GTA?
I don't think so.
You know what's crazy?
Because if they do that, that'd be cool.
You know what's crazy? A lot of people were claiming that there was the possibility that PlayStation got exclusive rights to GTA 6. Oh, did it happen, people? It did not happen. And
there was a collector's edition for.
There was. I'm looking at it now. That's not what it looked like. I'm waiting on it to load.
They'll probably do a collector's edition for this one too. It
was like a map. That's it.
Yeah, a map, a hat, and it looks like
pillow.
a pillow, and then maybe a keychain or something like that. So, yeah, it's not very intricate.
Sounds very GTA. You know, very GTA style with a pillow.
Well, you see how they do things now. It's like with Starfield. I think they did the case, the watch. You got like the credits. Really and even sometimes, like with Cyberpunk, even when they did their collector's edition, they had a hard drive. They even had like graphics cards and stuff like that. So like you can buy all that shit. Man, yeah. I hope they do something big with it. I might buy that one. Just throw it in the box and put it in the closet somewhere.
Oh shit!
Sell it later.
But what makes me really excited for GTA 6, like the most, is the fact that it's a new GTA.
That's what I said. Man, I hope this motherfucker don't last another 10 years.
Yeah, because like 10 years of just one GTA game is not fun at all.
You see everybody putting out those pictures now. How old I look when GTA 5 came out.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I saw one when the person was a guy.
Wait, what? You saw one?
He's like, what I look like when GTA came out in verse 5 versus now. One's a picture of him as a guy, and the other's a picture of him as a girl.
Oh, that's funny. I don't have any pictures from back then, so I don't, because I was in college.
I was going to do it too, but I couldn't. I didn't have any pictures of me.
I couldn't find any. I was just like, I don't have any pictures from back then, so I'll just not do it. But yeah, because I was in college, I was doing my thing. You know?
You're doing shrooms, is what you're about to say?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much.
You know, that'd be crazy. Like if you could see, have you ever went to people's mugshots and looked at their pictures as they progress through their arrest records and stuff, and like the meth heads and like how they look like normal people, they're like demons.
Dude, they look insane, dude. They look insane.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, like this is funny. I mean, not funny, but I mean, I understand what happened, but
yeah,
I don't know if this person's trying to be funny or not. But I mean, it looks like him. The nose looks different.
It could be like one of those filters that they do.
No, I mean, people like in 10 years, people have actually done shit like this. So,
yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys do that. I'm gonna wind down the show now because we got through all the topics and I'm hungry. I did not eat dinner yet. I came straight from work here and my stomach is definitely rumbling.
Dang.
Definitely rumbling. Yo, shout out to the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I really, really do appreciate it. Definitely stay tuned to this channel. I have some things coming. There's some things that are right around that corner, and the corner it's not even a block away. So you definitely want to stay tuned to this channel. But like a 40-year-old with a comb over, it is time to get these plugs in. And I do want to say, I feel this might be the quickest outro in next podcast history. Yo, first off, I do have to shout out Face23 Brooklyn hitting up that super chat. He says GTA 6 coming out in 2024. Same year PS5 Pro coming out November 2024. If it's 60 on PS5 Pro and 30 on Series X, it will be a bad look. Bad look for who? Bad look for who? I don't understand.
Oh, he's talking about the FPS.
Maybe he's saying it's a bad look that Sony would have to make a whole new console just to
get it to 60 FPS.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So that's interesting. But shout out to you, brother. I appreciate it.
I'm so glad. If we had more time, dude, I would literally go off on the whole 60 FPS, 30 FPS crap.
You know,
but we don't have
time. I might try to squeeze that in for next week. Let's see what happens.
Let's do it, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Do it. Let's talk about that shit.
Do it now. Do it now.
Do it now.
No. You guys need to do now. You guys need to
get to the chopper.
You need to do your outro now. So since Dark is doing his very best, Schwarzenegger, Dark, what do you got for an outro, bro?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, Darkonomus. You can also find Xbox and PlayStation at the same name. You guys can also find me here every day on the next podcast at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And you guys can always find me on Friday nights on the GRG podcast every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
You sound like you're like saying the times was really, really hard for you. Like it was painful almost. It was weird.
6 p.m. and it hurts so bad.
It is painful for GRG because it's, and then like right after that I'm like either deadbeat tired or I'm like I'm ready to get the hell out of my house. And
he's fucking triggered. Wants to go out and do some shit.
I thought he was about to say he's
burn
lit.
something down.
Yeah. If I have to work the next day, yeah, I'm like, nah, dude, going out. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Let's all go burn something down. Speaking of burning something down, Pred,
let's go burn down LA.
Fred, what do you got for your outro, bro?
Not man, I'll see y'all next week.
Nice, and I believe K Mega will be back next week. We gotta let him know that Supersonic was quite upset that he wasn't here. I think he didn't have the opportunity.
Did he even know that we had a show? I mean, did he even know that we had a show?
Yeah, he messaged me.
Oh, okay.
He messaged me, dude. It was like 2 days ago, actually. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. This is the next podcast. We are live every Thursday, 8 p.m. right here on this channel.
No.
I hope you guys. I hope you guys have a good night. We are out. I'm done.
Wild VR 17 Golden Fleece Edition. Unrelenting. Pay more, win more. 5 stars. Get all the action with zero the substance. Mobile VR V17 Golden Fleece will totally blow you away. With over 200,000 combinations of temporary in-game purchases to completely decimate your war chest. Fantasize and customize as we monetize and capitalize in maximum overdrive. Mobile VR V17 Golden Fleece. More action, more destruction, more microtransaction requirements than any other game. It's unparalleled. Mobile VR V17 Golden Fleece coming soon from Brain Drain Games.
It's not in the game. Unless you separately purchase each character, world element, model, and texture. Also coming soon. Mobile FPS MMAID GAF or DHD Double D. The next level in hyper-simulated nonsense from Brain Drain Games. It's not in the game.